In this tutorial, I'll be showing you how to use Inkscape. However, before I start, I'd like you to know that you can honestly do so much with Inkscape. There are so many tools and functions, so whatever I'll be showing you today will be relevant to designing paper cuts. What I love about Inkscape is that whenever you hover on top of a tool, it will tell you what that tool is and the hotkey for it. So this tool here is to create a new document, and the hotkey is Control and the letter N on your keyboard. This is to open an existing document, save, print, to import or export an image, to undo or redo, to copy, cut, paste. These are the zooming buttons. These are if you want to duplicate an image. These two tools are to group and ungroup a bunch of images, and if you wanted to edit an object or text, then you can use these. The rest of the tools we don't really use for paper cutting. As for this bottom part over here, then these are for rotating an object. These are for flipping it over. So we do use these flipping ones at the end of a paper cutting design if we wanted to print and cut it out. These all deal with shifting text up and down. Okay, let's move to the tools on the side over here. So this is the select object tool, and the hotkey for it is F1, and you can resize an image like this, or if you want to resize it proportionally, you can press the Control key on your keyboard and then resize it like this. This is to edit paths by node. So if you wanted to get rid of this or change the flower a little bit, you can do so like this. This is the zoom in tool, and it says F3 is a hotkey, but I like to use the plus key on my keyboard to zoom in and the minus key on my keyboard to zoom out. So this is the measurement tool. This is to create rectangles and squares. You could curve the corners by clicking this tool here and this one. This tool is to create 3D boxes. This is to make circles. So with circles, you can change the starting and the ending point by clicking on these little arrows. This is to make stars. Again, you can change the number of corners. You can edit the spoke ratio. You can make it rounded. This one is to make spirals. And this tool over here is to draw a freehand line. And the good thing about this is that you can triangle in and triangle out. So again, this is the marker tool, and you can change different sorts of markers by clicking on this little arrow over here. You can smoothen the line by increasing the mass. Okay, this is the text tool. I do have a separate tutorial just on editing text. This is the spray tool, the rubber. The fill tool is very important. So if I wanted to fill this in red, I can just click red. If I wanted to color it in blue, To give it an outline, I right click on black and then I go to set stroke. If I go to fill and stroke, I can change the width of the stroke. You can also change the color by clicking on these tabs over here. If I wanted to change the gradient of the color, I could do so by clicking on this tool. And this one is to just pick colors from an image. So that's it. When designing, I do like to switch this off. This stops the nodes from snapping and from the cusps nodes snapping and other points. So let's disable that, and that's it. Thank you so much for watching. You're listening to Articut's Papercuts tutorials. Please like and share this video if you find it beneficial, and visit articuts.com for more tips and tricks on how to design your own beautiful paper cuts.